Hello kids, let's start with our EVS 1 subject, chapter number 19, Constituents of Food. So let's start. Can you recall what is meant by diet? For what purpose do we need food? What are the different tastes that foodstuffs have? How do we experience these tastes? You have learned that foodstuffs have constituents that are useful to us in different ways. Let us learn some more about the constituents of food. Let's start with starch. Starch turns blackish blue when it comes in contact with iodine. So we can infer that there is starch in the potato in this experiment. Sago and sweet potato also contain starch. Cereals like jawar, bajra, wheat, rice contains a lot of starch. We obtain flour from these grains. These grains form our staple diet, that is, main food. We get energy from starchy foods. Our body uses this energy for different kinds of work. This energy also keeps the body suitably warm. Do you know, when the starchy foods we eat are digested, sugars are formed. These sugars burn slowly in our body, releasing energy. In other words, sugars formed by the digestion of starch act as fuel, that is energy for our body. Can you tell what substance do we use to give our food a sweet taste? We use sugar or jaggery to give our food a sweet taste. Of the foods that we eat raw, which ones are sweet? Honey and milk are sweet to taste. Now let us see about sugars. Foodstuffs that taste sweet contain different kinds of sugars. For example, we can obtain jaggery and table sugar from sugarcane because it contains a sugar called sucrose. Ripe fruits like mango, banana, chiku, and honey and milk also contain various kinds of sugars. They too give us energy. When grains like jawar, wheat, is ground into flour, the particles in the flour are not all alike. When the flour is sifted, we find the larger particles left behind on the sieve. These particles are fine pieces of the skin of bran of the grain. Bran is a fibrous substance. In the process of digestion, fiber has a special function. Fiber substance help the food to move forward in the alimentary canal at the right speed. The undigested food is of no use to the body. Fiber help to form stool from this undigested food. Fiber is also called roughage. Fruits and vegetables, especially their skins, whole grains and pulses, are all sources of fiber in food. In our food, if our food does not contain enough fiber, it can lead to constipation, that is, a condition in which there is difficulty in emptying the bowels. Up to now, we have learnt about 3 types of substances present in our food, that is, starch, sugar, and fiber. These substances are together called carbohydrates. The most important use of carbohydrates is to provide the body with energy. Carbohydrates are classified into starch, sugars, and fiber. Let us see about fats. Oil is a fatty substance. Paper becomes translucent when a fatty substance is applied to it. Paper becoming translucent is a sign of the presence of fats in the foodstuff kept on it. Fats in our body also provide energy to our body. They give twice as much energy as carbohydrates, but we include a smaller quantity of this constituent in our diet. Cream, butter, ghee, oil are example of fats. Nuts, meat, egg yolk also contain fats. The fats we eat get stored in our body. If food is not available for some time, the body can get energy from the stored fats. There is a layer of fat under our skin. It gives shape to the body and, like a blanket, also prevents loss of heat from the body. Just as stone and bricks are the building blocks needed for a wall, proteins are the building block of our body. The body undergoes wear and tear continuously. Sometimes it gets injured, but the healing and repair of our body goes on all the time without our being aware of it. Proteins are necessary for that purpose. Proteins are required in plenty during the growing years of a person's life. All the different dals, pulses, groundnuts, milk and milk products like yogurt, khoya, paneer, eggs, meat and fish are rich source of proteins. To get the required proteins, our daily diet should include dals, pulses as well as milk and milk products. Our body requires carbohydrates, fats and proteins in large proportions. These food constituents are called macronutrients. Vitamins and minerals. In addition to the macronutrients, we need certain food constituents in very small quantities. These micronutrients are vitamins and minerals. Vitamins. The different vitamins are named using the letters of the alphabet. For example, vitamin A, B, C, D, E and K are the most important vitamins. Although we need vitamins in very small quantities, a lack or deficiency of any vitamin results in serious disorders. For example, a deficiency of vitamin A over a long period results in night blindness. A deficiency of vitamin D results in weak and brittle bones. Vitamins give us the ability to resist disease, that is, fight against disease. Iron, calcium, sodium, potassium are examples of minerals that are essential for the body. They are needed in very small quantities, but they have an important part to play in all the necessary functions of our body. For example, iron is necessary for carrying oxygen to different parts of the body. If there is a deficiency, that means lack of iron in the blood does not get enough supply of oxygen and one feels constantly weak and tired. This condition is called anemia. The mineral calcium makes our bones strong. All kinds of fruits, vegetables, green leafy vegetables, sprouted pulses, their skins and the barn of cereals and pulses are all sources of vitamins and minerals. That is why, as far as possible, we should eat fruits with their skin and we should not sift flour to throw away the bran. What do we tell about ourselves when we say, I am fit and fine? Being fit and fine means that we have enough strength and energy to study, play, and carry out all our tasks quite easily. Our body is growing well and we do not fall ill every now and then. We all wish to be in good health. For good health, our body should get all the different constituents of food, namely carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals in right quantities. A diet which provides all these constituents in the right quantities is called a balanced diet. What is balanced diet in food? Energy giving food, bodybuilding food, foods necessary for body process and resistance to disease. For energy, carbohydrates and fats. For bodybuilding, proteins. And to resist from the disease, we should have vitamins and minerals. Let us see about nourishment and malnutrition. For our body to be well nourished, we must get all the different food constituents in the right quantities. If a person's diet lacks some constituents over a long period of time, that person does not get proper nourishment. Malnutrition has serious consequences, that is results for the person's health. For example, if a person does not get enough carbohydrates and proteins, their growth is stunned. That means stopped. They feel constantly tired. They cannot cope, that is manage with their studies or games or other tasks. Deficiency, that means lack of vitamins and minerals, cause some specific disorder. These are some misconceptions, that is wrong ideas about diet. If a child eats sweets, chocolates, cakes, fried stuffs, etc., and grow fat, some people think that the child is healthy. But if you eat only one kind of foodstuff, your body does not get all the necessary food constituents. Such a person would be malnutrition. Always remember, it is better to eat freshly prepared food items that will make for a balanced diet rather than snack on tempting ready-made foods you see in the market. Thank you.